Okay, to create the EC2 instance, first you need to log into your AWS console. Once logging in, click on the services link on the top. Here under compute, you can see there is a EC2 link. Otherwise, you can even search the EC2 on the text box. So click on the link EC2. Here you can see the information about like how many instances are running and other such informations. But for now, in my console, it's only 0 instances are running. So let's click on the running instances, and there are no instances. So in that case, you would see a blue color button, launch instance here, or you can click the launch instance button here as well. So click on that. Then you will get a list of OSs to install. So whichever you like, you can choose it, but I'm going to just leave it with the default one, that is the Amazon Linux 2 AMI, and select. Then I'm going to select the free tier eligible, so T2 micro instance type. So you can also do the same if you want, or you can choose any other if you would like to pay. So I'm going to choose the free tier eligible. Then click the next button, which is the configure instance details. Here there are a lot of other options are available, but for now you don't have to worry all these things. So just leave all these settings as default and click on the next button, which is the add storage. Here also you will get a default storage size, which is the 8 GB, and the device path and snapshot IDs and everything. This also you don't have to touch now. Just click on the next button, which is the add tags. So here you can just add a tag. So maybe a name for this instance, my new instance, something like that you can give. And then click the next button, which is the configure security group. So the security group is here very important because this is what is going to allow us to access this instance either in SSH, either through the SSH or through the browser, which is the HTTP. So let's add a rule for HTTP, and the port range should be 80. And here you can choose the source as anywhere, so you can access this instance from anywhere on the desktop. And if you want to give the description, you can give it. I'm going to just leave it like that and add another rule because I want to access this instance through SSH as well. So let me select the SSH, and the port range usually would be 22, so you can leave it like that and choose the sources anywhere. And next click the review and launch button. So here it is showing like what all we have selected. So we have selected Amazon Linux 2 AMI and the T2 micro instance, and there are security groups which we have added, and there is HTTP and SSH, and there are other instance details which we don't have to worry about right now, and the tag which we have created as my new instance name tag. So let's click on the launch button, and you may have to create a key pair here. So my new instance key. So this key pair will allow us to access through SSH. So this is very important. On typing the key pair name, click on the download key pair. So keep it safely because this is one time only you will get this file. So keep it somewhere safe, and then click on the launch instance button now. So you can see the message saying your instances are now launching. So click on this ID link. You can see the instance is getting prepared for us. So the instance state is in pending. So now the instance is up and running, and on clicking on the instance you can see this public IP address and private IP address which is available for our instance. So public IP address is what we can use to access this instance on the web browser or on the SSH, but for now we cannot access it because we don't have any server installed in this instance. So first to do that we need to connect to the SSH. So copy this IP address and open PowerShell. And to connect to this instance, there is a command available in PowerShell, SSH -i, then the file path. So this is the key pair file which we have downloaded. Let me drag this to here. So I would get the path, or you can just type the path, and then there is a default user for AWS instance, which is EC2-user at the rate of the IP address which we copied. This should be the public IP address, this one, not this private IP address, which will not work. So public IP address is what we need to connect to the SSH. So then click enter, type enter. So here we are now successfully connected to the. So it is a first thing you have to do is sudo yum update. So it would update the instance. It will take some time to update the instance, so just wait for some time. So the update is complete now. Let's install the HTTPD, I mean the Apache server, so we can access this instance, this site on the browser. So -y install HTTPD. Sorry, I missed the sudo command here. So install HTTPD. So now the Apache server has been installed. You can just move to this folder var www.html and just see any files are created. So there are no files. So let's create a index.html file. So let me just give for now test and just save this file. Sorry, you need to always give the sudo command. So index.html. So let's give something like test. So now we have created a file. We need to restart the Apache server now. So for that, systemctl sudo systemctl restart httpd. Now let's go to the browser and copy this link. Okay, so we are able to see our file here, right? Test. So this is the file we have created, test. So if you don't have any index in such case, for example, let's say let me remove this first. Let me clear the screen. So let me remove this file, sudo rm index.html. In this case, you would see a default test page. So if you are seeing this, you are correctly installed the server, Apache server. Thanks for watching. If you want more videos, subscribe to this channel.